Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank you for having me here today, not only to tell my story and my educational journey, but also to give credit to the amazing organisations that have helped me along the way. I was an early school leaver. I left school at the age of 14 with no junior cert or leaving cert. I left school for various reasons. I found it difficult to settle, and I was dealing with personal struggles in my teens. At that time, education was just not a priority in my life, but because I was so young, I was required to be involved in some form of education. So I enrolled in my local youth ridge in Athy, County Kildare. Youth ridge was very different to school. It was less formal, and although it was structured, it did not feel pressurised. The staff in youth ridge were amazing. They were there for one-to-one academic support, but they were also there for everything else. No matter what was going on for you, they tried their best to be there for you and to guide you. A lot of the other young people there were experiencing similar issues to me, so I felt that I could really be myself. I completed youth ridge and I entered into the workforce when I was quite young. I did various jobs, but they were a means to an end. There was nothing that I felt I wanted to do long term. When I was 18, I became pregnant with my son. My son was quite unwell when he was born and spent a large portion of the first year of his life in Crumlin Children's Hospital. As he started to get older, I noticed that he wasn't meeting all of his milestones, and when he was 2.5, he was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. This was like a really huge turning point for me. I was a single parent, and I knew that I wanted to give my son a good life. I also knew that he was likely to face adversity in his future, and I wanted to be an example for him, to teach him resilience, and to pursue his goals, whatever they might be. In 2013, I took part in the Moving On programme in St. Catherine's Community Service Centre in Carlow. The Moving On is a back to education programme for young mothers who are at risk of experiencing isolation, early school leaving, and difficulties in accessing mainstream education and employment opportunities. The year that I spent participating in the programme helped to grow my confidence. I started to become interested in learning again. I was encouraged to learn, and I was shown options that I didn't know I had. I genuinely felt that because I had left school with no qualifications, my options were very limited, and I had lost my chance for success. The coordinators on the programme helped me to choose a PLC course that I was interested in and supported me with making that application. I was accepted on a business administration course with legal studies at Carlow Institute of Further Education. And it was during that PLC course that I discovered my love for the law. My tutors on the course gave me excellent feedback on all of my work and regularly expressed to me that I would be capable of doing a degree. The PLC course provided me with an insight into college life, and they helped me prepare for my future studies. I finished the course with full distinctions, and I was accepted to my first CAO choice, an honours degree in law at Carlow Institute of Technology. I enjoyed every minute of my degree. It was challenging, and at times it did not always come easy, but I was really interested in what I was doing, and I was determined to reach my goals. Towards the end of my degree, I felt that I had more to give. I had my confidence back, and I made the decision to apply for a master's degree. I was accepted onto the MA in Comparative Criminology and Criminal Justice at Maynooth University. Like the degree, the master's was challenging, but it was where I discovered a new love for academics. For my master's thesis, I did a case study on my hometown of Athy, which highlighted a lot of the social issues that were facing the community and how those linked in with the high levels of crime that it had been experiencing. I achieved a 1-1 grade in my master's degree, and my supervising professor, Dr. David Doyle, enjoyed my work so much that he offered me a position as a research assistant in the Department of Law at Maynooth. I have been working in the Department of Law for the last 10 months, and I have been extremely lucky to have been given the opportunity to work on some amazing projects funded by the International Human Rights and Equality Commission and the Department of Justice. I have also co-authored 2 articles. One is currently under review, and the other, entitled Economic Accessibility to Education in Ireland, has recently been accepted for publication by the Journal of Human Rights Practice. I have also had the pleasure of tutoring in criminal law to undergrad law students in Maynooth and have provided one-to-one teaching supports during the COVID-19 pandemic. I am also extremely privileged to say that last week I became the recipient of the John and Pat Hume Doctoral Award from Maynooth University and will receive a fully funded scholarship to undertake my PhD this October. I am extremely grateful to the university, and I am looking forward to commencing my PhD, which will focus on domestic violence in Ireland and the role of the justice system from a victim's perspective. So I would just like to finish up again by thanking you for the opportunity to be here today to provide a learner's perspective and to acknowledge all the incredible work that has been done by the further education and training sector, and to wish all those involved every success in the launch of the new strategy. Thank you.